Hey, good morning, everybody. It is, 9 o'clock? 9:08. I'm late today. Oh, my goodness. It is beautiful out there. 41 degrees, dew point's 37. And look at that camera view. We have pointed toward the west here and seeing just some high, thin clouds. Now, I did just post this in the comments, and I posted about it yesterday, but my stepson, finally, we got together and we found a way to stream this thing live 24 hours a day. So this is the first of many, and our goal is to have all of these streaming live, so we'll see how that all goes, because it is a bit of a process, but we have this camera now live streaming 24 hours a day, so you can just check in, take a look out there. I'll move it around to see interesting things from time to time, see the sunset. It looks great from 100 feet up. And then if we have storms, of course, we're covering this, but then you can just check in on the camera if I'm doing something and be like, hey, Nick, by the way, there's a tornado on the camera, so you might want to go look at that. Anyway, that is available to you. I put a link in the comments and you can check it out. But looking at it right now, which we all are, looks pretty good. Looking out there at MacArthur Drive, traffic is fine. And we have 41 degrees. Now, on the live stream thing, basically, I have, through the system, I can update these temperatures and stuff, and that automatically happens. I don't have that happening on this, so it's just going to be your camera view, which, you know what, we're okay with that, right? Yeah, we're not too picky. Radar showing nothing nearby. We see some elements of snow coming into the west out in the Four Corners. That's going to eventually bring some rain and some mixed precipitation out into the panhandle of Texas. It's about as close as the wintry stuff gets to us, but winter storm watches up in northeast New Mexico. For us, this is the system that could eventually bring us some rain toward this weekend. Now, temperatures as of 9:10, really a big range across the area. Winfield still in the mid-30s. We have upper 40s in Opelousas. I think Winfield might be a little lazy on the reporting there, so I think that might be a little off. But 40s for most of us here as we get through the 9 o'clock hour. We should warm up very quickly now. You can see 51 by 10 a.m., and you think, well, we can't do 10 degrees in an hour. Sure we can. 61 by 1 o'clock, 61 at 4. We'll see a high in the low 60s today with just a few clouds, and you can see already by noon we're around that daytime high. This model wants to get us up to about 64 degrees, so 62 to 64. We cool off tonight, but we should stay above freezing with overnight lows down in the mid to upper 30s. Now, the severe outlook, any sort of severe weather threat is pretty much gone for the next week plus. I don't see anything that's going to bring any sort of severe issues, so that's good news for you. Just a few storms out there into West Texas and southeastern New Mexico. So if you are headed to, who's out there? What is that, like Wink, Texas, maybe Hobbs, New Mexico? You may run into a thunderstorm today, but I don't think many of you are headed that way. So let's take a look at the GFS model. This is one model showing the progression of everything, and it's kind of a weird setup here. We have a lot of rain to the south, a lot of rain to the west. Usually that means it all converges on us. This solution is going to certainly say that we have the rain coming into the forecast. There are other solutions that still keep us dry, so we still have a lot to kind of research and look into on this system, but that's the ideal scenario for fans of rain. We get a decent rain to come through probably Friday night into Saturday, and then things slowly move out by Sunday, and then look at this storm system, really just a monster going up the East Coast, again, on this model. So we're going to have to see how this comes together. We have a lot of factors that are combining here and may not phase ideally to do what you're seeing right there or to bring us rainfall. So a lot of complexity in the forecast. It looks simple in the 7-day, but trust me, we are banging our heads against the wall trying to figure things out, as is the WPC. The one thing, like I said yesterday, I want you to take away from this is the general trend here is these rainfall amounts are probably off, but it shows you where we will most likely see rain. So further to the southwest, you have a better chance, south of I-10 especially. That's where we have the best chance to see some decent rainfall. Further toward the northeast, up around Monroe, your chances do drop. And then Jackson, Mississippi, that area, it looks like it's going to stay drier with this setup, but we are going to keep a close watch on things, as we are on that 7-day that I said. It looks simple, but it's not. We are thinking hard on this one. Temperature's pretty flat throughout the 7-day. It could be a little cooler on Saturday with the rainfall. Now, that shows me that there is not going to be instability because we're not going to see that surge of warm air out ahead of this system. The surface low pressure stays to our south. Winds will not turn to the south, and we won't get that plume of instability that comes in and provides us with that threat for severe weather. So no severe chances in this system. Sunday looks good. Monday looks good, and then it looks like we kind of stay pretty tame after this. Check this out. Temperature outlook coming into Christmas. Come on. I hesitate to even show you this. I don't even want to talk about it. Looks pretty warm. Doesn't look hot. Doesn't look like 80s, but yeah, whatever. And then we have near normal precipitation, kind of an even chance there on whether we'll see some rain leading up to. It looks good for travel and things like that. I don't see any threat of like a big snowstorm in the south or anything like that, but we have January and February to go. And you can see big rains coming into the west, but for us here, things are pretty tame. I am about done for today. I wanted to send a big congratulations out to April and Danny Henry. These are my wife's cousin, my cousin, you know, that whole thing. Great people. They just welcomed their fourth child into the world here. August Carol Henry, 7 pounds, 1 ounce. So congratulations to them. Can't wait to meet the fella. And that's it for today. I'm going to get on out of here. I will be back later. Again, you can check out that Sky Camera 24 hours a day on YouTube. The link's in the comments. And have a wonderful Tuesday. I will see you back here tomorrow morning.